Mr. Sardesai also spoke about genuine journalism, which he said is on the decline in India.
There is less and less genuine journalism being done. We are being reduced either to stenographers, whether we are in television or in newspapers. He says something, she says something, dono ka dal do, and the story goes. There is very little opportunity where the journalist is actually investigating, where the journalist is actually exploring, where the journalist is actually doing his own enterprise journalism to find out new things that are happening in and around them. And the space for that is shrinking. In television it's getting even worse because everyone is looking over their shoulder to see what is the next channel doing.
Further speaking, Mr. Sardesai said that despite having access to the best technology, the country is facing a shortage of committed journalists.
We are not producing better journalists or journalism as a result of having more access to resources or because there is more quantity.
Rajdeep Sardesai was in Goa to attend the first Dilip Sardesai Sports Excellence Award ceremony. The award for excellence in sports was instituted by the state government in memory of his father, late Dilip Sardesai. In an effort to get started with the developmental works in his constituency and make a point to his detractors, the Revenue Minister Joseph Philip, along with the Minister for Sports and Youth Affairs, Mr. Manohar Asgaonkar, inspected the Chikali Sports Complex. Speaking exclusively to Goa 365, Mr. Joseph Philip stressed on the need to immediately begin work on the multi-purpose hall situated in the Chikali Sports Complex.
There are multiple halls. 1989 नंतर जे काम या हॉलाचे स्टार्ट जाल्ले तर कसल्या कारणा लागून ते अशेंच बंद उरलेले सो ताका लागून हांवें रिक्वेस्ट केलो स्पोर्ट्स मिनिस्टराक की आमच्या चिकाले ग्राउंडार येवन त्या हॉलान वचून एक विजीट करची आनी ते कंडिशन त्या हॉलाचे पळोवचें सो आयज आमी सगळ्यांनी एक विजीट केली विथ ऑनरेबल स्पोर्ट्स मिनिस्टर आनी अदर डायरेक्टर आनी हें जालें म्हणटकूच ताका आमी इमिजिएटली चिकालीम ग्राउंड वाडे थिंगाय वतलो ताका काय व्हरून दुसरो आनी एक ग्राउंड आमकां वास्को जे लोकल भुरग्यांक ना ते आमी एक्विजिशन ऑलरेडी घातलेलें आसा नियर क्युबिटोरियम एपोबाट थिंगा एक धाकटो ग्राउंड ह्या भुरग्यांक आमच्या वाड्या वयल्या भुरग्यांक दिवचें म्हणून एक रिक्वेस्ट आसा.
Director of Sports and Youth Affairs, Dr. Susanna D'Souza, spoke about the reasons for the delay in the completion of the multi-purpose hall and assured that the hall would be ready soon.
Now, particularly the national games, Sir has been taking interest to have meetings every week to follow every acquisition, everything that we are motivating, like moving Sports Authority and Directorate of Sports and the other members. And now here, particularly that hall remained for 10 years. It was bad luck. The work started excellently well by the contractor, but he died with kidney problems. That's why that whole thing got delayed. And when it is delayed, the fund, enhanced rates, everything are to be revised. But government is kind and it's already with the finance department. In a week or so, we should be getting the clearance.
Mr. Manohar Asgaonkar emphasized the need to motivate youth to take up sports as a profession.
या बाबतीत आता नॅशनल्स गेम्स आमचे 2011 जावपाचे आहात तेजेरय आमी जितले ग्राउंड्स आहा तितले अपग्रेड करपाक वतले मुखार वतले आनी हे जे आसात वास्को भितरले ते सुद्दां ग्राउंड्स जे आसात ते सगळे आमी बरे करपाचो आमचो प्रयत्न आसा पण हेजो एडवांटेज घेवपी स्पोर्ट्समॅन तयार जावपाक जाय तें सगळ्यांत म्हत्वाचें आनी ते जावपा खातीर आमचे लोकल MLA आमचो बाब जोसेफ फिलीप आमचे जे डायरेक्टर्स आमचो स्टाफ हे कोच आनी हे तेंच्यांनी हें काम करपाक गरज नाल्यार फाल्यां ग्राउंड जायत आनी भुरगेच
And we'll spill into another short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Chief Minister Mr. Digambar Kamath inaugurated the Chogle Sports and Fitness Centre and the Chogle Sports Medicine Centre at the Chogle College of Arts and Science, Margaon, in the presence of Mr. Umaji Chogle, Chairman Parvati Bai Chogle Education Society, Dr. R.V. Gaonkar, Principal Chogle College, and Mr. Elvis Coes, Managing Director, Dynatron System Solutions Private Limited recently. The facility of international standards is equipped with sports and recreational fitness facilities and features a sports science section for professional fitness testing. It will also cater to the treatment of sports injuries besides providing youth with developmental programs in different sports. The center also has a yoga area and a spa and massage facility for recovery and regeneration of sportspersons. Speaking at the inaugural function, Elvis Coes, Managing Director, Dynatron Private Limited, who will be responsible for the day-to-day operations at the Chogle Sports and Fitness Center, encouraged students to avail of the facilities provided at the center.
Today's India is vibrant, full of hope, desire to succeed. I have traveled all over India, have had the opportunity to interact with some of the greatest athletes in the country, Bobby Anju, Pramila Ayappa. In fact, they have qualified for the Olympics and they are on their way to Beijing, and had the opportunity to work with some of these athletes. And they all came back to me and said, Elvis, if only we had all these opportunities and all this what you're talking about 10 to 15 years ago. Well, dear students and the future athletes, you do not have an excuse. You have a place over here.
With facilities aimed at preparing sportspersons capable of competing at an international level, we hope that our Goan lads and lasses will make use of this facility to the best. The Janit Seva Mandal, a cultural body of predominantly natives of the state of Uttar Pradesh, recently organized its annual Kabaddi and wrestling competition on the riverbanks of the Mandavi opposite the old GMC complex. More than 200 participants participated in the day-long event. The unique thing about this competition was that the prize money for the winners of both the events was collected from the spectators themselves, making it a truly self-sustaining event. Speaking to Goa 365, General Secretary of Janit Seva Mandal, D.M. Yadav said that his organization has been working for the welfare of unskilled laborers for quite some time now.
We organized some play with the, what we call that, laborers, unorganized sector person, those who are coming from all over states of Karnataka, Andhra, UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, Gujarat, all other states. They who are working there and anybody can come, everybody is open for.
The 110th Bhajani Saptah concluded on Friday with the immersion of the sacred coconut, or Shrifal as it is known, at Kharivada with the traditional pomp and gaiety. Devotees of Lord Damodar from different parts of the state thronged for the Saptah to seek his blessings. And that's all we have for you today. Before we end, here's a reminder of the headlines. BJP to demand for special status for Goa in the forthcoming assembly session. SEZ Virodhi Manch holds symbolic dharna at Azad Maidan, Panjim. Speed governors to be implemented in the state. And Goa Tourism Meet 2008 held.